Oh my gosh, look how sweet this little guy is. Aer have updated their flight pack, and I have to say that this is actually a very solid update to me personally, and I'll tell you what, more than any other reason. There's like a few, like a bunch of random updates and things like lockable zippers, and like now I've got this like whole pass-through thing to put your luggage thing through. The straps can actually hide away and you can carry it much better as just a briefcase. It looks pretty good as a briefcase, right? But the most interesting thing to me, and by the way, like it's also like got killer organization. It's like just the right size. I mean, look at how like kind of sweet it is. Like it's a simple bag. It's not that expensive. It's gonna last forever. It's made from great materials. But all of that's great. The most exciting thing to me is the ratio, the width to height ratio to depth, the way that this looks compared to their old flight pack, which is like, it was a really useful functional bag. This is actually kind of pretty too. Okay, now I'm gonna walk you through every nook and cranny on this. I'm gonna show you everything, so if you're thinking about purchasing it, we're gonna get a great look at this. But first, I think there's a few points we need to get squared up with on this bag. So here's my gist on this bag. First of all, like I've started, I think it's a very stylish look. The aesthetic is killer. Black on black, minimal. It doesn't say too much. Like you could be like a snowboarder bro, or you could be like a designery, nerdy designer guy who's like a pizza pin, or you could be like an improv lady with like purple hair that comes out, or you could be like a tech douchebag. You know what I mean? Like you could be a biz dev guy in the valley. You could be a lot of different things, and this actually works for all of those because it's very minimal. The aesthetic is simple. It's mostly just the size of the bag and the materials, and I think that is fucking killer. I think that's an interesting look. So my first point on this is I think it has a pretty solid look. Number two is we got great organization, okay? We got this little front pocket, which is flat for your documents or something like that. You've got a full front organizational panel right here with lots of different organizational bits which you can use. And honestly, I really like having everything, like, I've always been a quick access guy, like having a quick access pocket or whatever, which this has. But as I use this, I don't use the quick access. I use everything right here. So I'm just like right there. Everything I need is right at the top of this bag, with only occasionally do I need to go down in the bottom to grab my headphones. Tell you more about those headphones in a little bit. Then your compartment here, your main compartment, is actually just utterly useful. And you just access it mostly through the top. It comes down a bit, but when you have your water bottle in here, and these handles are connected, right? So you can go down super far, but it doesn't like expand past there. So what I find is I mostly end up just accessing it from the top, and only tall things go in here. Everything else goes in here. Okay, so the point I'm making here is there's actually a lot of good organization. Like this fucking carries great, pardon my French, but this carries really great for me for daily carry when I just need my basics in here, man. It's killer. Like, I don't need a big ass bag for daily carry. In fact, I really dislike having a big frumpy, roll toppy sort of thing sometimes. Like some bags, like the Belroy Shift pack makes that elegant and nice, but like the Wandered Provoke pack or something, it's like all this material and heft on my back when really all I need is like a handful of pockets. Okay, I'm taking my water bottle out just so I can show you this next part, but I'll just mention the water bottle real quick. Nice water bottle pocket. My water bottle feels solid in there. It feels like, you know, locked in, but then I could also just pull this away and it's very minimal. Like how they did that. My third point here, am I on third? Is it converts very well between a backpack and a briefcase. So here you can see we've got this zippered panel on the back, and we've just got some D-rings down here which we're clipped into. Before I put this away and show you it in briefcase mode, I'll just put it on like this and say that as a backpack, this is how I would always carry it. I love being hands-free. I love being free and simple like this. And I like the little size, the little like jetpack size. It's just, it like is the right size. I don't know what it is about bags that are this size. They always get me. And the way that this is built with the materials, it stays like, you know, even when if it's really packed out or if it's not that packed out at all, it roughly keeps its shape. And as you can see, like it sometimes will stand up depending on how you packed it out. This stands up more often than not for me. But you can fold those backpack straps away. There they go, out into that zippered compartment. I've still got this thing which I can put over my luggage compartment. You can't really see it, but carrying it as a size like this, this is a kind of a cool size. Now, what I like about this aesthetically, actually, is for a lot of us need this briefcase kind of look. It's solid as a briefcase look. It's sort of basic. It doesn't look too fancy. It doesn't look too nice. It's sort of like an adventure briefcasey look. And I ultimately think that's a good aesthetic for you to have when you walk into your office. I mean, if you're not like a partner at a lawyer, law firm or something like that, and not a lot of us can actually do this, but if this is doable for you, I mean, this is badass. This is like a good look for like still doing business. And they have some D-rings on the top here and one that goes down here, and it comes with a strap. So you can do the over-the-shoulder thing, you can do the messenger thing, you can do the, here we go. Like now I've got a, hey man, here's my thing that I'm doing. Now they're using, I'm putting the straps back on the backpack straps. They're using Duraflex plastic hardware. I've always felt that Duraflex stuff feels kind of cheap. However, they are like really strong. They'll last through a lot. And they have some elastic guys down here, which are always a pain to get stuff through, but normally they don't come out. So there, I can have my little elastic guy hold my, my strap for me here. I did want to show you one more thing on these straps. You can see how contoured they are, okay? First of all, our material here is nice. It's solid, rigid. It feels basic, but it feels solid, right? What's great about the rigidness of this is that it helps you distribute the weight of the entire bag across your shoulder instead of just on one spot or where it's pinching down. It's less likely to pinch in one spot. You've got some basic mesh here. You do not have any mesh on the back. They go with that basic 1680D ballistic nylon, so you might get a little sweaty, I guess. I don't have a huge problem with that. That might be a deal breaker for you. But the reason why they do that is so that you can have a nice looking back panel. When you put those straps away, it still works as a briefcase. But no sternum strap, and you've got this highly contoured strap. So I've found that it's very comfortable and I don't need a sternum strap because it's a small bag, okay? Gotta pull the shirt down. It's a small bag. It fits me, you know, just right with these things kind of coming in, and they come over here and then they come back. It feels very comfortable. I feel locked in enough. I typically like to have a sternum strap. With this, I haven't like needed it, and it's kind of nice not to have dangle going on. All of that to say, it converts pretty well between a backpack and a briefcase. That is point number 3. And number 4 is it is very solidly built. We've got 1680D, Cordura ballistic nylon. That's like one of the most robust fabrics that you can get to make a bag out of. You've got YKK zips. They're sort of turned so that you don't have the coiled teeth on the outside. You have them on the inside, which I like. It's aesthetically, it's a nice look. It's just one of those little simple things that Aer has basically made their brand about. And they're big YKK number 10s that feel like $1 million opening up. You've got a decent strap with the seatbelt material nylon, with a little bit of padding in there. This is a nice little, you know, handle thing. It feels solid to the touch. I think this is a nice touch, by the way, because they just kind of put it on. They just sort of sewed it in. But it's not a real handle in some ways because it's just on the side of the back, but it works and functions like it's a real handle. I love that I never have to take this off to get into the bag. I can always get into the bag with that like that. That makes a big difference. Because if I had to take this damn thing off to get into the bag, like every time, I'd be pissed. I'd be bummed. Okay, so that's all the points that I have on the bags. It's made really well. It converts really well between a backpack and a briefcase. I think the aesthetic is dope. It's got a nice solid basic black on black look. It's minimal. It doesn't say too much. And then finally, there's good organization, dude. Yeah, I like the way this is set up. I like the way you roll, motherfucker. Now, let me walk you through these things, okay? Out here, we've got just a flat pocket, perfect for like boarding passes or little flat things, throwing your keys in or something like that. Up at the top, in a hidden pocket back in here, it's got a little loop that goes, or a little hood that goes over it. You've got your quick access pocket. And like I said, on this bag, I really haven't used it much. What's great is if you, for instance, were traveling and you wanted to throw your keys somewhere, you didn't need them, like I would probably put them there, or I'm sure that they have like a key leash built in to this thing here somewhere, like inside of here, they would normally have something like that. Wait for it. Looks like I'm not seeing a key leash built in, but like this pocket back here, if you were zipping that up, I do not. If you were zipping that up, then you would easily be able to have a place you can kind of hide your stuff. I would probably use my quick access for that because I like having everything I need in this one pocket. Like I just don't need very much out here. Getting into this is really easy. I get my thing, I close it up real quick. Like it's nice. I like this thing. This front panel can like fold down to here-ish, which is good. Like I said, I don't zip this one up because I use it to put my notebook in. So my little Baron Fig notebook fits perfectly in there. I'll put a link to that in the description. This is for sure my favorite notebook that I found to roll with. It's like perfect size, it's small. I can fill up the pages, I can go through stuff, I can keep a bunch of them around. I like that sucker. While we're at it, I also like my brush pen, my Tombow Brush Pen. I fucking like writing with these things. I'll put a link to these things in the description as well. Now I've just got my glasses case, which I like to carry in my glasses case, and then down here at the bottom of the bag, not in any of the pockets, there are two little elastic pockets down here, perfect size for a MacBook charger, perfect size for a MacBook charger. But down here, I've got my headphones. Now I'm traveling right now with what I think are the best Bluetooth headphones your money can buy, the best cheap, good Bluetooth noise canceling headphones are the Sennheiser PCX 550s or PXC 550s. I did a whole review on this. If it's not out yet, it will be soon. I'll put a link in the description to these below. These are the best. You got to watch the whole video to see, like, because I compared it to all the other ones that are going on right now. And these are the cheapest and the best in that category, in that class. So that's why I carry them. And they have like a bigger secure case. I just put it inside of my old Audio-Technica sort of thing, and I just throw it in there. So it's protected, but it's like they're pretty robust. They're strong guys, and there's a lot of padding sort of around the bag. The material's nice and rigid, so I like throwing them down there. Okay, so that's everything on the outside and the front panel of the bag. The only thing that's left is our main compartment. Now let me see if I open this thing up actually and zip all the way down, if I can show you a bit more of what's going on here. So it opens up further on one side than the other because our water bottle pocket over here is keeping us from doing that. Here at the top is our quick access pocket, the internal bit of our quick access pocket. You can see right here, we've got our laptop compartment, easily fits my 15-inch MacBook Pro, could go even more than that. I don't have a big lip of fabric up here, so it's easy to get that in and out. Now, just behind that, or in front of that rather, is a little pouch like for your tablets or for your papers. Your business, that wasn't, for your business papers, man. You got business papers, you gotta find a place to put them. Otherwise they're gonna get, put in a briefcase and stolen and joyrided around. That's what happens when you F a stranger in the A, man. So, perfect size for your tablet or throwing a book. The reason why I didn't put my book there is because I carry this. I always need you, never wanna see you. I'll show you that in a second, but these fit perfectly like this right there, and they just kind of like, they never fall out of place. It means the bag is less bulky. It's nice. If I put this back here, then this sort of bulks up in front. These are the kinds of things that I care about. What I'm reading here is the Bell Notes. Arthur Young, who wanted to create a theory for the entire universe after he invented the modern helicopter. Fascinating. That's basically, now here's my always need you, never want to see you. By the way, there are two little Velcro pockets up here at the top. They do not have any dimension built in, so they're just kind of like whatever you want to put in there. Seem a little bit bolted on to me, but I can definitely imagine that there's a few people out there who find use for that. Now, I always get questions about this, so I'll just answer it right here. This is the Dayfarer Designs Tech Pouch. Okay, I call it my always need you, never want to see you. Inside of here, let me pull these guys out. Inside of here, I have some dongles, because I am a bit of a Rodney at heart. I have some dongles, a little pair of spare headphones, chapstick, dental floss, earplugs, wet wipes, and then like, the adapter that I need for my MacBook to give myself all the ports and stuff like that. Another Tombow pen in case I need it. And I also just throw in there my what I think is the best external hard drive you can get right now. It is the Atom Raid, the Glyph Atom Raid, which I use for video editing nonstop. So I've got that in there, and then I just have that sort of zipped up like so. Then I can just throw my laptop charger right in there. So whenever I reach in to grab this in the bag, I have everything I need right there. So I get to the cafe, I pull out my laptop, pull out this, I'm good to go. Most of you heard this already. Sorry, but every time there's new viewers, like I got to go through the shtick and spiel got me into some hot water there. I apologize. So I'll put a link in the description below to this pouch. Okay, now let's talk about some other packs to compare this to. The first one here is the GoRuck GR1. All right, this thing is a little more expensive. You're paying for what you get, though. Very high quality, extremely killer build quality, warranty that's gonna last you forever. Lovely to carry, very comfortable and functional. Also, but it's just like one big pouch. This does organization for you. This says, how would you like to organize me? It's a different bag, but it's similar in its size and its aesthetic enough to where it's like, okay, you need to know about this bag if you don't, because many of you need to just commit to a bag like this. You're forced to spend money on it that you're like a little uncomfortable with. But when you do that, you're forced also to carry the way that it asks you to carry. And it actually asks you to carry in a very particular way that you will learn over time to trust and love this bag and its philosophy of carry. The GoRuck GR1, I'll put a link to that in the description below. Oh, buddy, do I love this one. This is the Kletterworks Summit Pack. Mystery Ranch makes these bags. And I'm smitten by this guy. More of an outdoorsy aesthetic, a very simple kind of basic outdoor, like one of those classic mountaineer kind of guys. But it is lovely to use. I'll put a link in the description to this below. I don't have a video on this one by itself. It's just made with the greatest materials. It has innovative organization on the inside here. A couple, you just have a laptop, less organization, but like this one pocket, for example, is segmented inside. And so you end up having a lot of very easy ways to carry in different, to put things in different places without it feeling like this multiple zipper, multiple compartment kind of thing. Kletterworks Summit, I just think it is like a lifelong companion. This thing's killer. Now, when you're doing the Aer Tech Pack, you're doing a lot of work stuff. I think for work stuff, you gotta be looking at Qwstion bags or Qwstion because they just got interesting stuff going on. This one has a little turner over here, and then you can open up both of those and get all the way in. There's also a zipper on the front. The whole thing lives inside here, okay? So you've got, when I use the bag, I just use one of these zippers, and then I can access all my things. So like the thing's totally closed and I need to get my laptop. I just opened that back little bit. I can get my laptop. I can get my always need you, never want to see you. I've got my headphones in here. I've got my sweater in here. I've got my notebook right there. It's just like, it's well set up for a lot of carry, even though it's just a totally simple look. And I think their materials are great. They're not that, they're like spendier because they're like kind of fashion forward and they're all organic materials. Qwstion, I'll put a link to their stuff in the description below. Check them out. Speaking of materials, a lot of you have always heard me talk about the Waterfield Bolt backpack. This is more expensive than most of us want to pay, and that's for good reason. It is made with great materials. It feels very quality. I do not have an affiliate relationship with these guys. They refuse to do it. I don't know why they are shunning me, but hey, I can't help it. I love their bags. They're like, for sure, I love the feel of this bag and the material, the leather, the handle, the zippers, the organization on the inside. This is like a Waterfield Bolt backpack. Check out the link in the description below. The Evergoods CPL. I love this bag. It is more of it has like a technical bro-y kind of look. Adventure bro maybe is the aesthetic here. Really well made. The fabric does pick up some dirt and stuff like that, so you want to be careful of that, but it's an outdoorsy bag. It's adventure-y. It's like a city adventure bag. Minimal, very sleek, carries very tight, similar to this, but like just a little more of a material of a material love affair going on in this one. Carries very comfortably. It's really well designed and well built. The guys who built this bag just thought of everything, and they're like, this is what we believe it should be. And ultimately, that's what I like. That's what I feel like I miss in airbags a lot of the time. Is it feels like this is a solid functionality, but it's not like you feel like you're talking to someone. With this bag, you feel like you're sitting at the foot of someone who's like, I have fucking thought more than you about this. Trust me, this is how you should carry. And they're not very wrong. The Evergoods CPL, link in the description below. There is also the Belroy Shift Pack, and anything from Belroy, really. I'm loving these backpacks that they're making. This one's very comfortable. It has a lot of actual space. This is the Shift Pack. It's probably not the best one to pick. This guy's probably, the Duo Tote is probably more aligned with this. Similar size, it's tight, it's functional. There's a lot of organization in here. It's really lovely to use. The Belroy Tote Pack and the Shift Pack. I'll put a link in the description to these below. And finally, the Eddie Murphy Raw of affordable daily carry bags, the Aer Daily Tech Pack. There's an Aer Work Collection Day Pack. It's a daily work pack. This is not the tech pack. This is the work collection day pack. I think you've got that, it's actually not leather. It's a PVC coated or something coated ballistic nylon. Lots same organization. Does this look familiar? Does this look familiar? So Aer is finding ways to reuse their panels in all their bags, which is great. I think that's utterly functional design, and I really respect it. The size of this is perfect. It's a great small daily carry. Little less organization, I'd say, than this one because it's missing an entire compartment, though it does have a laptop compartment in the back. No, it's not missing anything. I mean, this is the same exact thing. All of your capacity is basically here. It's this guy here has more space. What you're really looking at, and a difference here, is a pocket on the front of this guy, and it converts better to backpack and briefcase. I mean, these are effectively the same bags. This one has a slightly more capacity in its back compartment. And that's basically the difference. Besides the looks, all right? Links to that and all the others below. That is the Aer Flight Pack. I think it's a fucking good bag, you guys. It's a solid bag. Now, how is your bag journey going? How's your carry journey going? Regardless of what bag, how's your life going? I'm interested in all of these bags things because you guys are paying attention to it, but also because it really matters how you carry your things through life, not meaning to it matters that much, but you have to carry a bunch of shit. Like I said in other videos, it's not just your things you have to carry like your headphones, it's also your baggage. It's the fact that, let's be honest, Mom was a bit overbearing, and Dad wasn't there all the time. We've all got baggage, baby, and I'm here to help you find the right luggage. Is that where I'm going with this? I don't know, but I'm talking about products that are worth buying, because if we buy less bullshit, if we buy more meaningful things, our lives get better. I think the way we purchase can be almost like a little bit of a yoga, a little bit of a spiritual path. Now, a lot of people would think that's so stupid. It's bullshit consumeristic, but I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna use my money to find my soul. Is that an option? Speaking of which, if you purchase any of these bags, please use my link in the description below. It helps me earn a little money from these companies at no cost to you. They're just stoked that I told you about the bag. I do that for free. If you purchase, then I get a couple bucks back, and I'm actively working to partner with these companies so they can send me more shit and I can tell you the truth about them. I think for reals, you got this flight pack. After watching this video, you're gonna know exactly what it is when it got there. You are not gonna be surprised by that bag. I think you are gonna know what it is. That's what I wanna give you. I don't want us purchasing things that we don't know what's coming just because it's on the internet and we're like, I should buy that. And then it's like, there's shitty photos. It just says facts about the bag. It doesn't say anything about what it's like to carry compared to other bags. That's what I'm here for. So if you like this video, I'm getting long-winded, and that was almost all in one breath. If you like this video, please subscribe. Please use my links when you purchase, because I'm actively trying to do this full time and build a whole ecosystem out of getting us buying better shit. Like the headphones that are the cheapest of the whole lot, but perform better when you look very seriously at them. That's the kind of shit I'm looking for. Talk to you guys later. Thank you for coming by. I hope to see you soon. Bagworks.co. JaceReeves.net. Those are the websites.
I guess those are the websites.
Yeah,
Where
I guess
he's wanting us to
I guess go check out what he's up to or something like that. Yeah, looks nice.